All right, good evening. Call the North Aurora Village Board meeting to order for Monday, March 1st, 2021 of a moment of silent prayer meditation. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
to the flag
of America and to the
of the
republic
republic for which it stands, one nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
with
liberty
liberty,
and justice for
justice
all.
for all.
Okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Graffino,
Here.
Trustee Curtis,
Here.
Trustee Lowry,
Here.
Trustee Gately,
Here.
Trustee Martinez,
Here.
Trustee Salazar.
Here.
Mr. Dave, any audience comment? Anybody plan for that or?
No, Mayor, I see no one asking to speak at the moment.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Motion for consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You opposed? Okay, new business, item 1. John?
Good evening, Mayor and Miller and Village Trustees. This item is the award of a pavement striping contract to Precision Pavement Markings for pavement striping in the amount of $26,375. This contract is going to be funded through our MFT program. This pavement striping, it wears off over time. So as a result of the friction from our tires, the plow blades tend to chip it up sometimes. And with the always being exposed to the elements, the sun, the salt, and the rain, it tends to fade over time. So we're going to be refreshing these markings. Primarily, it's going to be a lot of stop bars and pedestrian crosswalks throughout town. And this is a program that we've traditionally done every other year, but we're considering implementing it on an annual basis. So essentially this request is to approve a contract with Precision Pavement Markings Incorporated in the amount of $26,375.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Curtis,
Yes.
Trustee Gately,
Yes.
Trustee Lowry,
Yes.
Trustee Salazar,
Yes.
Trustee Martinez,
Yes.
All right, thank you. Item 2, approval to award contract to Patriot Pavement Maintenance for crack sealing in the amount of $72,760. John?
Thank you, Mayor. Village Engineer Brandon Tonarelli surveyed the entire road network and developed a list of streets that were candidates for crack sealing this year. Typically, the age of these streets is between 2 and 4 years old when they're best crack sealed. One of the more interesting things with this contract is the 2 of the bidders that we had, the low bidders, actually tied in their unit price for the overall contract. Since we are using MFT funding, we follow the local roads manual, IDOT's local roads manual, which tells us that we have to determine the low bidder by a coin toss. So on February 23rd, we held a coin toss via Zoom and determined the low bidder to be Patriot Pavement Maintenance. And we have worked with this group the last 2 years. They've done satisfactory work in town. And so staff is recommending awarding the contract to Patriot Pavement Maintenance in the amount of $72,760.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Gately,
Yes.
Trustee Curtis,
Yes.
Trustee Martinez,
Yes.
Trustee Lowry,
Yes.
Trustee Salazar,
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Item 3, approval of motor fuel tax fund resolution for construction of the 2021 road program. John?
Thank you, Mayor. This is the approval of a motor fuel tax resolution for the construction of the 2021 road program. You may recall from Bill's presentation at the operations meeting just a few minutes ago that he indicated that the road program was going to be approximately $1.9 million, and 1.2 of that is coming from motor fuel tax. This would be the resolution that's appropriating that $1.2 million. As Bill explained, part of that funding is funded, a fraction of that funding is considered Rebuild Illinois funding, which has stricter requirements than typical motor fuel tax. It is eligible to be used on the road program. And just to give you kind of an update on where we are at with the 2021 road program, the engineering consulting firm EEI has the project plans and specs currently under review at IDOT. We're anticipating this project being bid or let in early April, and we're hoping that construction is going to begin in May. So again, this is a resolution approving the appropriation of $1.2 million in motor fuel tax to the 2020 road program.
Motion
approved.
Second.
Discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Lowry,
Yes.
trustee Salazar,
Yes.
trustee Martinez,
Yes.
trustee Curtis,
Yes.
trustee Gately.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Item 4, approval agreement with MDS Technologies for pavement condition indexing study in the amount of $24,000.
Thank you, Mayor. Yep, this, if you notice, this agenda has kind of been a road program heavy agenda. This item is one that staff is pretty excited about. If you recall, we did do a pavement condition index back in 2018, and we've been using that data ever since to develop our road program. So the past program, we used the data to develop the 2018, 19, 20, and 21 program. And we're hoping that the data from this study will not only give us more insights to the rate at which the roads are deteriorating, but also provide us with new information on which roads to target for future maintenance. The company that's proposed to perform the work is MDS, and they were the same company that did the study in the past, or for the past study. They provided us with the results, and staff feels that it's important to kind of be consistent with the firm we choose, because then that data and those numbers are consistent and we get a better understanding of the condition of the overall road network. The project is not currently budgeted in this fiscal year. Staff would ask that we would be allowed to sign the agreement with the MDS so we could get the project on their schedule, and funding and payment wouldn't begin until the next budget year after June 1. So again, this item is the approval of an agreement with MDS for a pavement condition index study in the amount of $24,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Curtis,
Yes.
trustee Martinez,
Yes.
trustee Salazar,
Yes.
trustee Lowry,
Yes.
trustee Gately.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Item 5, approval to award 5-year waste hauler contract with Group Inc. Mr. Bosco?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As you know, the village board spoke about a garbage contract at the February 1st Committee of the Whole meeting. This was following staff issuing a request for proposals and getting public proposals back from multiple waste haulers. Our 5-year agreement with Waste Management is due to expire on May 31st. The board at that COW meeting on February 1st, the Committee of the Whole on February 1st, gave staff direction to move forward and work on a contract with Groot for what was called Alternate 2 in the RFP. Alternate 2 was the program that basically keeps a sticker program with total rental option. And instead of 2 full cleanup days a year, the new program would have 1 cleanup day and then 1 2-week period in April in which yard waste is put at the curb for free. The process that goes on between the time that the board directs staff to move forward with the contract and tonight is basically we fine tune all the language that goes into the actual contract. So what happens is, you'll see tonight in the attached contract, there's 5 exhibits. Those exhibits include the actual RFP itself, which were the specifications for the entire operations of the contract, an addendum that was issued during the RFP, which clarified some of that RFP language, the pricing schedule, the map of service, because this is a 3-day collection program, unlike the current one, which is 1 day. So we have an official map that's tied into the contract. And then Exhibit E is deviations to the RFP. So deviations would be where the waste hauler wanted clarification on certain issues, where the village wanted clarifications, and we write them in specifically to the attached contract. Some of those things include the yard waste season. There was some question about, it's always ended on November 30th. We've never had a 3-day or a multi-day contract. So this year, the final week of yard waste would have been around Thanksgiving, but we were able to work with Groot, and the final week of yard waste will actually be the 29th, 30th, and December 1st of this year, so that there's no confusion for residents. The other thing is the start date. That was another one. Our start date for the contract is June 1st. It falls on a Tuesday, but our collection is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday if the contract's approved. So working with Groot, we are starting the contract on June 1st, and everyone will start. Monday will be pushed back to Tuesday, and then we'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday the first week, so everybody gets the same amount of collections. Also, the yard waste extension of the season, we've always had language that allows us to extend the yard waste season. We tweaked that language so that it's more of a mutual decision. We've invoked that, I think, one time in the past few years, but Groot wanted to make some assurances that we weren't going to just extend the season by 2 weeks at our own, our own accord whenever we chose to. And then the last thing is the start time. We have we switched to a 7 o'clock start time for this current contract waste management. It was an opportunity to see if that allowed residents to get their garbage out a little bit later, if they wanted to put it out before work. Never really heard either way if it was a negative or a positive. Group would like to start at 6 a.m. Prior to this current contract, 6 a.m. was our past start time. It's one of the ways the waste haulers want to get in early and get out so they are gone by the time school buses and rush hour traffic and everything starts coming back into the community. With that being said, the contract is for a 5-year contract with Groot with a possibility of a 2-year extension. And that's in front of you tonight. I'll answer any questions if you have any.
Steve, did you say they were starting at 6?
Yes, they would like to start at 6.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think most people by me put their trash out at the night before.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that I'm not aware of anybody being affected by that. And it does look like, just looking at their hauler fees, it's
already at 6 a.m. currently, is it not? So that would
It's
just be
at
the same.
7. It's at 7. This current contract, it was previously at 6. 6 is a pretty common time. That's actually when our ordinance allows for construction as well in town.
I never even knew that it had changed. So there you go.
I'd say we give them a try.
Yeah, I like the idea. It's about the same cost as before, a little bit higher.
That'll be slightly higher on the stickers, but they did have the best sticker pricing of the proposals, and it'll be a drop in pricing for the total.
I'd say the 2-week pickup for like debris is in the spring, right?
Correct. It'd be the first 2 weeks of April.
Okay. I think that's a bonus.
I think people will like that. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. That's my opinion.
Is there a motion?
Yeah, I make a motion.
to approve.
Second.
Motion, yeah.
Any more discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Martinez,
Yes.
Trustee Curtis,
Yes.
trustee Gately,
Yes.
trustee Lowry,
Yes.
trustee Salazar,
Yes.
All right, thank you. Any old business before us? I have no report. Committee reports? Trustee
Nope.
comments?
I have a comment.
Sure.
It's in regards to vaccines. Do we have, or do we know of any places that are going to be offering vaccines within the village? I was just thinking maybe there's some way we could have a link on our website for residents to know locally where they can go to get their vaccine when it's their time to go.
So I know that the sheriff is doing them at the sheriff's office if you're under 1A or 1B.
Walgreens on
contact your
Oak
sheriff.
Street there is offering it as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, the county's doing it at the fairgrounds. I think that's going to move sometime soon. And Walgreens, and I've heard that Jewel Osco also may be offering it.
Yeah, I was just wondering, I mean, if there's a way we could publicize it, rather, whether it's on our website or our Facebook page, just so our residents
Sure.
know where within the village it would be available.
We can do that, trustee Curtis. I actually was we just got an email update from the county. We get vaccination updates from them. So we'll take a look into it and see if they have any plans to extend. Right now, I think the biggest question are people are asking if they're eligible or not. We have not heard from any of the county vaccination sites that they've expanded beyond groups 1B. So at this point, I think they're looking for residents to fill out surveys, let them know that they'd be interested in the vaccinations, and so that they can make sure they have an adequate supply.
Okay, any other comments? Administrator's report, Steve?
Yeah, just very quickly. I saw tonight we had on the call with us, we had representatives from Groot and from Waste Management. Just wanted to say, Waste Management has been really good to work with over the last few years, and we still are working with them well as we're preparing to transition. And that being said, tomorrow, we plan to get some information out to the public to just let them know that the contract is changing over. Staff has actually put together a really nice public information piece that we're going to try to get people, residents with questions, the ability to kind of get a very brief overlook of each section of the contract, what's changing, what's the same. And then that'll also provide us with the opportunity for the staff here to have a unified approach so that we're consistent in our answers.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Grendel.
I have no report.
All right. Mr. Finance, Bill Hanna.
No report tonight, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Toth.
No report, Mayor.
Mr. Fisher.
No report tonight, sir.
Mr. Leskowski.
No report.
All right. No executive session. A motion adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay. We'll come back here shortly for committee of the whole. Thank you.